summer before the war, those gay coupon-free days when eggs still came out of shells and the government only took some of your money, when you and millions like you swarmed to the sea and the air rang with shouts of, "Any more for the speedboat? Wilkes, Duttons afloat," when you could taste the salt in the air, the hops in the beer, and still slip up on a piece of orange peel.
How much longer is everybody going to be? Shan't get to Eastgate before dark at this rate. Where's Meg?
She had to go and fall down the garden and graze her knee. Celia's just cleaning her up.
Messing about. And what's happened to Dad? He was here just now.
The guard.
Well, tell him to hurry up.
All right.
6 home, 4 away, 2 draws.
It's, off-card.
Yeah, might as well start the season with a bang.
That's right.
You know.
Dad, they're waiting.
All right, Celia, I'm coming. You might just nip over and water them tomatoes in the evening, George, if we don't get any rain.
Of course I will. Have a good holiday, Jim.
You bet.
Cheerio. You coming with us or not?
You'll be putting a ring through your nose next.
All right, Popsy. Just one little turn, I'll be right with you.
Hurry up, Celia.
Oh, Celia, did you pack my old swimsuit? Yes, but it's shrunk. Never mind, I'll get into it. You're off, Celia.
Coming out in triplets.
Mrs. Hackett?
Hello, just off.
Yes, here's Pickles.
I told the milkman and the baker not to call. A good time, love. Wish I was coming with you.
Wish you were.
Messing about.
You've got your pipe, Dad. Think of everything, don't you?
Good job somebody does.
Sure we haven't forgotten anything, Tom?
Forgotten anything? We brought everything but the kitchen stove.
Well, I don't know why we've left that.
Haven't changed a bit since last year, has it?
Well, they moved the palm. It used to be at the bottom of the stick.
On account of the dogs, I suppose.
Afternoon, Mr. Crowson.
How are you, Emmy?
All right, how's yourself?
Glad to be here. Is this Bee's expecting you? Same old Emmy.
Oi, Lady Mutt. Come back here and carry some of this luggage.
Oh, well,
I know, but we're all on holiday.
Where's Johnny got to now?
Oh, I don't know.
How are you, Mrs. B?
Bless you, my dear. I'm well enough. How smart you're looking, Phyllis.
Do you think so?
And you, my dear, you're quite the young lady now.
Oh, her. She's reached the ever-so-sweet curl-up in a little ball and dream about Charles Boyer age. Shut up. Don't worry, dear, you'll get over it.
Oh, there they are.
Meg, stop that this minute.
How are you, Elsie? How they've grown.
Oh, they're a handful of
Hello, Mrs. B. Oh. Still in the same old chair?
Yes.
How's the rheumatics?
Better since the warm weather, thanks, Jim. I made you a cup of tea.
Oh, well, you know it. Tom won't be a minute. He's just seeing to the car.
You know, Jim, I always think of Celia that first year you came here. No bigger than Meg and chasing the boys on the sands.
It's Phyllis that's up to them capers now.
Oh, this little girl don't chase him.
No, but this little girl finds them. What's more, she's putting ideas into Celia's head.
Don't be silly, Dad. I can look after myself.
Seem to have heard that before.
Oh, come on, Celia. Oh, drop this off at our room, will you, Doc? Which is it, Mrs. B?
The corner one on the second floor. I've put you 2 girls in the double opposite.
Okey doke.
Okey doke. No sooner in the house than out of it again.
Well, you can't blame them, Jim, after being stuck behind counters all the year.
Here is the first news, copyright reserved. Herr Hitler spoke for 20 minutes this morning.
Emmy, switch that off. See if you can get dance music on regional.
He did not.
The news is nothing but that man Hitler these days. Ah. Ambrose.
It's a buzz of conversation that is caused by admiration of the girl who's the pride of the field. Anxious to be the pride of the field, she deserves it. In the church we will fill it. To see that you deserve it. To be present you must try it, and you'll see how she'll invite.
Banana split, Mike.
Yes, miss.
Bill, how can you?
Hi, gorgeous. All on your own, sir?
No. What are you going to have, see? Same, please, Phil?
Enjoying yourself, Bill?
I was. Make it two, Mike.
Okay. How about a dance while he's fixing it?
Yeah, there's nothing to glue business by any chance.
There's a crack for you. What a girl, eh? You going to be here for long?
Maybe.
I'll be here for 2 weeks.
What a break for the girls.
Yeah, I get around.
I'll bet.
How's it going, Alec?
Oh, hello. Phil, meet the boys. Sam, Joe, Eric. This is Phil, the loveliest girl in Eastgate. I didn't get your friend's name.
Oh, she's my sister.
Go on.
Like to dance, Phil?
Hey, I saw her first.
Okay, I'll have the next one.
Oh, just a minute, fellows. I'm in on this. Let's toss for it.
Any more for the Skylark?
Come on, honey, let's get out of here before there's a riot.
Smashing kid, that.
I bet she knows, I think.
Just as that.
Would you like to dance?
All right.
I've been here for 20 years, but I don't feel as though I belong. I was born in Market Harborough. My father was a purser on a P&O liner. I was born just after he left the sea. My mother wanted to come to Eastgate to live with her brother.
I stoop to no law, I obey no dominion. The air is my kingdom, the mountain my throne. I envy the eagle his unshackled pinion. I envy the hawk in his silence alone.
I wonder if the weather will last over the holidays.
Did you hear the news tonight?
No?
Looks like the wall break before the weather.
Oh, don't be silly, my dear. They said that last year, but it blew over. It'll blow over again, you see.
That's right. Bury your head in the sand like the rest of them. Look at them out there, scraping up at old Harry, tearing off that stinking ballad. Alas, regardless of their doom, the little victims play. No sense of their ills to come, no cares beyond today.
Stoke, Winchester, Southampton, Bournemouth, Gaul, Wareham and Dorchester. The special evacuation trains for the Hampshire and Dorset areas are standing at platforms 3, 5 and 7.
You seem to be taking a deuce of a lot of stuff with you, old man. How long do you think this war's going to last?
Nothing like being on the safe side, Compartido.
Personally, I think it'll be over by Christmas.
That's what people said in the last war.
Well, last time they said it'd be over by Christmas, and it wasn't. But this time it might be.
I doubt if that's very sound logic, old man.
Now come along. These Hoxton keep together.
I thought they were running special trains all day, evacuating children.
Yes, they were. Perhaps these are some that have been left over. Anyway, we needn't worry. This is a first-class compartment.
Expectant mothers, Islington, rear end of the train. Come along, Hoxton, in here. Do you mind taking me? Now don't rush, children. 10 more in this compartment. Will you? 10.
All present correct, Colonel.
About time.
Why, you popped in for a quick one at the red line?
I might have guessed it. Here we are with the country hovering on the brink and you can't even pass the red line.
Well, I was fortifying myself, that's all.
About the only fortification we have got. Here, hang on to the ammo. Been rumbling back from Dunkirk ever since I came on duty. Trainload after trainload on.
We've got 4/5 of them back, according to the 6 o'clock.
Thank God for that. Well, we're the advance guard now, my lad. Front line, that's us. Shock troops. Yeah, just about describes it. So on.
Evening, Dad.
Evening. Good evening, sir.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, dear.
Elsie's just putting the children to bed. She had a letter from Tom this morning.
Did she? That Phyllis is out there with young Wheeler from the tobacconist shop. I told her before I don't like him. I don't like his family either. Chucked up young puppy.
He's just got back from Dunkirk, Dad.
Dunkirk?
On 48 hours leave.
When did he go to France?
Around Christmas.
Nobody told me.
He said his name wasn't to be mentioned in this house.
Supposing I did, there's no harm in telling me a little thing like that. Anyway, what's she want to keep him hanging about the doorstep for? She might at least invite him in the front room.
He's beaming.
You won't go to sleep till you've been up, Dad.
All right, Johnny. Here you've had a letter from Tom.
This morning, dated April 28th. He's somewhere on the Egyptian frontier by the sound of it.
Not over.
Well,
Oh, I see you've got the pullover Celia knitted for him. Why didn't you tell me young Wheeler had been to Dunkirk?
Didn't know myself till this evening. Laugh, I thought I should have died else. Pop saluted him.
No, you never, Dad.
There's nothing funny about it. Why haven't you written to Tom?
He's been busy.
Doing what?
I haven't left the shop before 7 since Eileen Cole joined the ads. Now they want to push the manicures onto me. I'm fed up.
Celia works longer hours than you do in the drapery.
Celia's not me.
You don't lift a finger in this house and you can't even find time to write to your own brother.
Maybe I'll have more opportunities soon.
And plenty of opportunity. All right, I'm coming.
I had a letter from Eileen Cole yesterday. She quite likes it in the ads. I don't care for the stockings, of course, or the skirt. But the coat's cute.
Across my dead body.
Why? What's wrong with it?
You're not joining any woman's army. It may be all right for a girl with a head on her shoulders, but for a daft Nellie like you, in amongst all those men...
I can look after myself. I have since I was 14.
14?
Well, 16.
Yeah, that's more like it. All right, all right. It's not often I put my foot down, but I'm not standing for any more of this hat stuff. Understand? Put my supper out, Celia. I'll be back in a minute.
Can you girls keep a secret? What is it? I joined this morning.
The ads? Phyllis. Oh, you won't half catch it from Dad.
Here I come. Here I come. B-5-O, come. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Defense regulations. In the House today, the Home Secretary announced that in view of the imminent threat of invasion, the removal of all signs and direction posts which might help the invader is now compulsory.
When I got home, there was my wife entertaining 2 Czech officers to tea.
Really? Talking of wartime sacrifices, Caldicott, do you remember old Parselton?
Chap with all those rubber plantations in Malaya?
Yes, that's the fella. Do you remember his valet, Horfinch?
Yeah.
He's evacuated to Weston-super-Mare.
Yeah?
Parselton simply livid. Hasn't dressed himself for 30 years.
What's he going to do about it?
Follow him to Weston-super-Mare.
Oh, by the way, how many mines have we laid here this morning?
86. No, 87.
Sure?
Positive.
We must remember not to bathe here after the war.
Got your torch, Alf?
Punctual tonight, aren't they? Told the boss I can't get a pair of stockings anywhere, so it's slacks or nothing. And you know what he said.
Have you got the file of Western versus Western?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Busby.
Oh, well. Lunch, I think.
Night, George. See you before parade Sunday.
Good night, Jim.
Night.
Hello, Dad. I got 48 hours leave.
Well, have you?
Hello, Dad. Phyllis is home.
Yes, I know. I just dropped in the Allied Services Club to get my pipe. Supper ready?
Almost.
Good. Writing to Tom?
Yes.
Dad,
Hmm?
you know Madge Jones, who took my job on the switchboard at Buckland's?
Well?
Well, she's been called up, and they've asked me if I'd like to go back.
What did you say?
Well, I didn't know what to say.
I see. You told Celia?
Not yet.
What about the kids?
Well, I'd only be on nights once every 3 weeks.
Celia's got enough to do as it is.
I know, Dad, but I must make up Tom's money somehow. Kids won't have a rag to their back soon. Oh, I'd rather you don't say anything to Celia just now. She seems to have something on her mind.
Oh, trouble at the shop, I suppose.
Couldn't say. Well, I'll just pop out and post this.
I'm afraid it's not much tonight, Dad. I queued up for fish, but they sold out before I got there.
Yeah? Never mind.
Had a surprise today, Dad.
Oh?
Got to go for my interview tomorrow.
Interview?
The Labour Exchange. My call-up, Dad.
I didn't know they were calling up as quick as that. Can't you say you're looking after the house?
Oh, I can't, Dad. I'm a mobile woman.
A what?
They can put me into anything, anywhere. I've no obligations.
What about me?
I don't think they count you.
Oh, don't they?
Elsie'll still be here. Don't let it get cold, Dad.
Elsie? Celia's been called up.
She's been what?
Going for an interview tomorrow.
But she can't be. Not already. Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to tell Dad first. What's wrong?
Simply that I've been offered my old job back at Buckland's and I've accepted, that's all.
But you never said.
Why should I? And now what am I going to do?
Can't help it, Elsie. It's the government.
Can't you tell them you've got an old father to look after?
Here.
And 2 children. They don't take if you've got encumbrances, you know.
But whose encumbrances? It makes a difference.
Well, I was only thinking if she said that, they might put her into a local factory.
Factory? Who said anything about a factory? If I'm going, I want to go into the WAFs or something.
Oh, so that's it. I might have known. Now, look here, my girl. You've seen our Phyllis.
But Phil was fond of the boys before she went into the ads.
Yes, but they were local lads then. Now it's the United Nations.
Boys don't worry me, Dad.
No. But you'll worry them. I'm beginning to think there's something in this local factory idea.
No, Dad, no. I'd hate it in a factory. Putting something into something and turning something all day. Besides, I'm mobile.
None of that, huh? Your mother all over again. No sooner harsh word than a flood of tears. Now, come on now. Pull yourself together. There's a good girl. Come on.
I can't help it, Dad. It's not my fault. I don't want to stand in Elsie's way. The news is on.
Hey?
It's news time, Dad.
Why didn't you say so before? Of course, truth.
Couldn't you send Johnny and Mick back to Aunt Amy in the country, Elsie? They're not going back to that old cow again.
Here, old heart, don't you talk about my sister like that.
I don't care. She made their life a misery once and she's not doing it again. But there must be someone else they can go to. What about Aunt Amy?
That's right. Make your own arrangements. Off. Leave the old man here all on his own. Very thoughtful.
Elsie be here in the evenings, Dad.
Yes, when she wasn't working late or getting round to the pictures. I know how much she does about your house.
Not fair.
It's true.
It isn't. I do my own room and look after the kids.
That's it. Now you have a go. Go on. Good news?
Refer to the necessity of preserving food stocks. He urged housewives to make even greater use of the potato and the carrot.
You started all this. I believe you want to leave home. I believe you want to leave your old dad here all alone.
I don't.
Work all day. 3 nights a week home guard. Coming home to an empty house. No fire in the grate. Her out on the tiles. No supper. No bed made. I can pass away in that bed and nobody might know for weeks.
Don't, Dad, don't. I'll stay, really, I will.
Oh, no, you won't. If the country needs you, it needs you. Nobody's going to say I'm not patriotic. I can look after myself. I did it when your mother died, and I can do it again. Will you two shut up? What's in these sausages is a mystery, and I hope it ain't sold in my time. What's for afters? I said, what's for afters?
Take pudding.
Any dates in it?
3.
3.
Please. Take a seat, will you? Let's see. You haven't a letter from your present employer claiming you're indispensable, I suppose.
No.
That's refreshing. Ah, here we are.
Did you ring, Miss Wells?
What's happened to my tea?
I'm just bringing it.
You expressed a preference for the wafts, I see. Can you type?
No, cook. A little, but I don't want to do that.
There's nothing else in the west just at the present moment.
What about the wrens?
Cooks only. Aren't there any biscuits, Lottie?
Miss Carstairs had the last, Miss Wells.
Again?
Could I go into the axe, do you think?
Lottie, where's the saccharine?
Isn't it in the saucer?
No.
Must have melted in the overflow.
ATS only cooking.
But I don't want to cook.
You haven't thought of industry, I suppose.
I don't want to go in a factory, if that's what you mean.
There's nothing to be afraid of in a factory. Mr. Bevan needs another 1,000,000 women, you know. And I don't think we should disappoint him at a time like this.
But
The men at the front need tanks, guns, and planes. You can help your country just as much in an overall as you can in uniform these days.
Miss Wells, could you see Mrs. Parsons next? Her baby's been christened at 3.
Really, I don't know. Oh, very well. Then I'll put you down for industry. I'm sure you've made the wise decision. You'll be notified in a few days. Goodbye, Miss Crowson, and good luck. You'll probably be billeted in a government hostel in the country, and you'll live there while you're working at the factory. Come along now, this way out.
Next stop, Stockford. Stockford, next stop.
Can you tell me the way to Carton Heath Factory Hostel, please?
What, another member of the chain gang? No, I was just asking myself.
Are you girls at the hostel?
That's right.
Good afternoon. Will you come this way, please? The bus is over here.
I'm Gwen Price, formerly of the University of South Wales. However, I suppose this place would be a cross between a house of correction and a home for illegitimate children.
That's the lot this time, miss. Leave 'em here, shall I?
Yes, I suppose so.
Fares 11 and 6, miss.
What?
Well, quite a ride here from Stockford, miss. Had to use up half my petrol allowance.
That's quite all right, thank you.
Oh, thanks very much, miss. Much obliged. Not a bad sort of place, this, so they tell me. Not that I'd let a daughter of mine stay here, of course. Good evening, miss.
This way, girls. Come along. Come. Manageress is expecting you all. No doubt you'd like a word with her. Mrs. Hammond, please. The new intake, Mrs. Hammond.
Oh, yes? Let's see, how many was it?
There are 30 this time.
Good. Well, good evening, everybody. First things first, I always say. Now, how many of you haven't eaten? Most of you, I expect. Very well, then, we'd better satisfy the inner woman at once. You can sign the register and hand in your ration books afterwards.
I rather gather I'm included in all this.
Miss,
Knowles. Jennifer Knowles.
Oh, yes. Leave your bags here and we'll go straight through to the canteen. You won't be going to the factory till the morning, of course. Now, this is the lounge. We've a shop and a post office here. And about your rooms. Each of them has 2 beds, so if any of you came here together, you can share a room if you wish.
You haven't any single rooms, I suppose?
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
I expect you've already had the particulars. The charge here is 22 shillings and 6pence a week. The night shift's having their supper now before they go on.
Let's see, that's how many left? 6.
You 2 are in 79 red block. The rest of you wait here.
Now, if you want to know anything, you ask for me, Mrs. Bourne. I'm the matron here with a grown-up family of my own. So if you've any troubles, you bring them to me. I'll talk you out of them. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, you'll find the bathroom and the usual offices at the end of the corridor. Pleasant dreams. It's nearly blackout time.
I'm bewildered by the whole thing. There must be some mistake.
What?
Well, where's the long, bare dormitory with the Lord will provide framed on the wall as a reminder that nobody else will? Where's the rows and rows of iron bedsteads with rusty knobs and little enamel pots under them? Takes a war to do it. Homesick?
No. Better unpack.
You're homesick.
It's different for you. You've done it before.
And what do you mean by that?
Went away to college, didn't you?
Oh, yes, indeed, every day. On a tram. Dad's a miner, a wonderful time we had on the dole. Shall I help you to unpack?
No, it's all right, really, it is. Expect I'll soon get used to it.
Well, if you don't know when you're well off, I do. I was brought up in a distressed area. You know, lovely damp patches of fungus blossoming on the wallpaper. And a bath in a zinc tub in the kitchen Saturday nights. Dizzy luxury that was. So, if somebody suddenly develops a social conscience, I'm not going to sneeze at it.
Good night, Flo. Good night, Millie. See you in the morning. Good night, kid. Do you remember when our first love song was...
Oh, hello. I'm Annie Earnshaw. I'm sharing this room.
Oh? Are you?
Aye.
Just a minute. Thank you.
I got here this morning. I've just been down village to buy a book. You going to work in factory?
That apparently is the idea.
Aye, they're getting all sorts now. You have got a lot of clothes. Where'd you get coupons?
I bought them before clothes rationing came in. Stoked up and advanced like.
Nothing of the kind.
Not like home here, is it? How long do you think war's going on?
For some curious reason, the High Command haven't taken me into their confidence.
My dad says 10 years. Do you like Robert Donut?
What?
Robert Donut. He's lovely. Are you going out?
No, of course not.
You do all that every night?
Naturally.
Well, I don't know. You're my sweetheart for all the world to see. You're my sweetheart through all it...
Now, what's the matter?
You do look funny.
You're not getting into bed like that.
Like what?
Without undressing.
But I have undressed.
Aren't you going to take your underclothes off?
Why? I've only got to go on again in the morning. Yeah, fussy.
Pretty healthy-looking bunch, too.
Well, girls, most of you will be wanted in the machine shop to work on aircraft components. But first, we'll sort you out for a day or two in our training school here. Now, will those whose names I read out please stand to one side?
Kathleen, Valentine, Mr. Forbes, for me, will you? Thank you. Now, this is the machine shop. You'll all be working here. Will you come this way, please? This is it, girls. Do we have to work those? You three. Mr. Forbes, you're wanted.
The trainees I notified you about.
We can do with them. Good afternoon.
Mr. Forbes will be your foreman. I leave them in your tender care, Charlie.
Right, I'll break them in gently. Now, you better understand there's not much glamour in a machine shop. You'll be dealing with small component parts you'll never hear of again. But you'll be indispensable, remember that. This way. Well, might as well get under brass tacks. I'm putting on milling machines to begin with. The girls will show you how to work them. Jack, put the last half dozen on 1 to 6, will you?
Okay.
The rest of you follow me. Now, you'll be working on bracing tube sockets to begin with.
Working on what?
These. They're not much to look at, I admit, but the job won't fly without them. It's kind of like our aircraft to stay up.
It's always an advantage, I imagine.
Aye. Jim, put these girls on 7 to 12, will you?
Now just watch me. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Check count, please. Thanks. I see you got a pretty good report from training centre. Don't be scared of the machine. You'll soon be at home with it.
Thank you.
Smells?
Yes, how'd you know?
Check count, please.
What?
Thanks. Well, I hope you'll find this more interesting than the training school.
I rather gather Tita didn't put me at the top of the class.
Well, not exactly.
Afraid I hadn't got a mechanical mind.
Well, maybe you'll surprise yourself.
Frankly, Mr. Forbes, I don't know what you expect. I really didn't ask to be sent here, you know.
I know. I don't suppose it's exactly what you've been used to, but you can't expect more than your best. You'll be doing a real job now. You'll be making something.
Yes. Sockets.
Ah.
Heard from my sister Celia this morning. Oh, the one's gone to factory. Well, let me have the adjustable, will you, Alice? Okay. Put on the machine by herself now. Thanks, Tom. She sent me this. Look at it. What's it supposed to be? Search me. What she's making us, honey. Correct to 1,000th of an inch, she says, but who cares, I say. Catch me, let himself be shoved into industry. Well, Celia always was a bit soppy. Look where it's landed her. Miles from anywhere and working like a galley slave. She must be ever so upset about it. Eh? Your sister? Oh, believe it or not, she likes it. She actually likes it.
There you are. Aye. You can do better than this, you know.
Now, what's the matter?
You're spoiling good material. You're scamping.
I do wish you'd make up your mind. Last week it was output. Now I'm scamping.
Aye. You're letting down your group, if that makes any difference.
I must be deficient in team spirit. Isn't it awful?
That's a daft sort of reply to make.
Sorry. Seemed to be the only sort of reply that fitted the situation.
You know, you're young enough and smart enough to do a good day's work, even if it is a new experience.
Who said it was a new experience?
I've got eyes, you know. It's a bit different from dropping lumps of sugar into cups of coffee at a West End canteen, or something of that sort.
Johnny!
Hello? Not that there's anything wrong in that, only it doesn't call for the same guts.
Visitors, you're wanted.
Okay.
War efforts caught it in the neck again.
RAF, boys.
They'll be from the bomber station at Holdsworth. I heard Miss Hodge talking about them this morning.
This is Mr. Forbes, our section foreman. Wing Commander Weston.
All the girls in this section are new to the job. They're working milling machines. This girl, for instance, she's never been in a factory before. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Might have been at the job all her life. She didn't tell you what that's for.
These girls come from all parts of the country. Now, this girl, Gwen Price, is the leader of this group. She's a university graduate, I believe.
Cardiff College.
Jennifer. Good heavens.
Harry!
You here?
Humble working girl.
No.
It's no laughing matter, believe me.
I'll bet it isn't.
What are you doing here, anyway?
Just been shifted to Holsworth.
Now, Harry, no holding up the party.
I say, it's wizard seeing you here. It must be 6 months since we met. Of course I remember. The last time I saw you helping old Toodles at canteen near Hyde Park Corner. Remember?
I'm afraid you're undermining factory discipline.
Am I? Good Lord, I suppose I am. Sorry, old man.
That's all right.
But can I ring you?
Yes, do. Carlton Heath Hostel. It's in the book.
Righto. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Shall we move on?
If there's an alert, we'll go on working till we're ordered down. Then we shove on a special bit of music to send them to the shelter and another bit to bring them out again.
Very sound idea, that. I see you're having fun and games tonight.
But I'm afraid they're not so good as they might be. There's such a frightful shortage of men.
With us, it's the other way round. We've too many men. It's a pity we can't carry out a combined operation.
Yes, it does seem against nature.
And nature look after itself if someone can find the transport.
Now get going and make it snappy.
Very good, sir.
Get me Colonel Elliot at Blackstone Camp. And after that, I want the Civil Defence Depot Stockford.
Which of you fellows are off tonight?
What's the idea, W.O.?
I'm looking for volunteers for a dance.
Where?
It's a factory hostel a few miles out.
Oh.
It's no use you taking it like that. This is the CO's idea. What are you doing tonight, Rolf?
Date with a blonde job at the Marquis of Granby.
And what about you?
Me? I've half promised to show my granny the sights of Stockford.
When I say volunteers, I mean volunteers. Now then, round up half a dozen men each. Make it snappy. There's a bus waiting outside.
Not a man in sight. That's the worst of being stuck away in country.
Come on, chap, this is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your partners for a quick step.
Thanks. You're real light on your feet.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
You came round the factory today, didn't you?
That's right.
Thought I knew your face.
Oh.
Think I'll sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your partners for a prize spot waltz.
Would you like to?
All right.
Funny seeing you twice on the same day, isn't it?
That's what I was just thinking.
I only came to the dance because the W turned on the blitz.
I like waltzing, don't you?
Yes. Not much good at it, though.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
What's your name?
Celia Krause. What's yours?
Mine's Blake. Fred's place.
They were, lady, and without knowing a ferry pilot. Will you put them on now, or will you take them with you?
Hot, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Cooler outdoors, I should think.
Expect so.
Shower then?
I don't mind.
Jennifer? Slummy? I just came down for a coffee and sandwich. Good evening, Mr. Ford.
Good evening.
Talking shop? No, believe it or not, we were discussing the problem of children in wartime.
You know, Miss Knowles, little things that high with arms and legs.
I've no doubt Mr. Forbes has a plan for turning them out on a capstan lathe.
Hello, beautiful. Can I have the next?
Give it, buddy. I saw it first.
Come over, Canada.
As a matter of fact, I
I ignore him. He's trained for demolition and he dances like it. Hey.
Well, look, if you don't mind, I really...
Paul Jones, here, come on, Dukes, have a go, come on.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
Didn't expect to find you here.
I didn't expect it myself, Doctor.
Great fun, isn't it? You know, I enjoy these hops. Overcrowded, sweaty, and remarkably unhygienic, but, as I say unprofessionally, what the hell, what the hell? Do you jitterbug?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Pity, I was looking for a tutor. You know what I like about all this? The night occasion. Genuine enjoyment. Frightened bad form to genuine. Won't do at all.
You getting at me, Doctor?
And dear Miss Knowles, I'm always being misunderstood. Sorry. I can't think why you danced, Charlie. I thought you were one for standing on your own feet. Only in business hours, Doc. Great fellow, Charlie.
I'm afraid Mr. Forbes and I don't exactly hit it off.
So I deduced just now.
What's that mean?
That's wireless operator. I'm a wireless operator and air gunner.
Oh, I see. Ever been over Germany?
Not yet. Only just finished training.
You're Scotch, aren't you?
How did you guess? Funny. August 3 years ago, I was sitting in an insurance office in Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow. Never thought I'd land up in this job. And you?
3 years? Oh, I was up... No, I wasn't. I was on holiday.
Where?
Eastgate. We always used to go there, Dad and me and Phyllis. That's my sister. She used to like it because of the boys.
How about you?
Me? No, not that way. Well, I won't say there weren't boys.
Any particular one?
Inquisitive, aren't you?
I only asked.
Well, as a matter of fact, there was one boy. From Market Harbour.
You weren't engaged to him or anything?
I won't go as far as to say that.
Did you like him?
I've met worse.
Sterling.
How can you tell?
I'm on Sterling.
Are you? We make parts for all.
I know. I saw you this morning.
Of course. So you did.
of a talker. Don't suppose I can talk like that fella from Market Harborough.
Oh, him? I didn't know him very well, really.
Didn't you?
I didn't like him very much either.
Didn't you?
Why?
Nothing. Mind you, I don't kid myself I'm anything more than an average, ordinary sort of chap.
Oh, I don't know. I'm ordinary myself, come to that.
I don't think so. Suppose we ought to be getting in now.
So I suppose we ought.
I say, how about the pictures? Thursday night outside the Astoria, 6:30.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Now, boys and girls, take your partners to the paddy line.
Daydreaming again?
Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Don't know where you were then, certainly not here. What's come over you the last few days?
I'm all right.
Your heart puts down. What's the matter? In love? May make the world go round, but it won't win the war. Try to keep your mind on your job, will you?
What, Mr. Forbes, no complaints?
Not that I can think of.
That must be quite a gap in your life.
My job's to see that you do your work. That's all I'm interested in.
Factory control room, yes. Air raid message purple. Okay. Hello, roof spotters. Control room here. Purple warning's just come through.
Well, we've had a quiet time lately. All right, Burton.
Hello?
Purple's just come through.
Picked a nice night for it.
Quite like old times.
You girls haven't had this in a factory before. Carry on till the spotters give us the raiders overhead.
We know.
Even when we do get that, down you go quick and no question. Those are the regulations, that's all.
plane approaching.
They're dropping flares over Stockford. Looks like business.
Projector on target. Angle. 1, 2. Vertical steady. Lateral steady.
Fire!
Looks as if Stockford's copying it good and proper. Hope my old woman's gone to the shelter. Healthy looking glow starting up there, Joe. Hope it's not the Queen's Arms. Only decent wallop left is Stockford. Getting warmer. Coming in towards. Can I send them down? Yes, you'd better.
It's our cue for the shelter. Come on, Jennifer. All right, just a sec.
Hello, control room. Number 3 shop evacuated.
Leave that machine and take cover.
All right.
I said take cover.
There's really no need to shout.
You know the regulations.
Mr. Forbes, think of my output.
They're going to obey orders or not. Get into the shelter.
Why all this concern for little me?
I've told you. Are you going to do as you're asked, or do you want me to use force?
Oh, Ooh, put me down, you... Go! Why, you...
Get inside.
Those last two were near. Dropped on the off chance, perhaps. Hope so. Sounds as if we got more guns than last time.
How's the further way?
Not grumbling, are you? Sounds as if they're moving Stockford way.
Do you think it is Stockford?
Where else could it be?
Wouldn't be Holsworth, would it?
Holsworth?
Yeah, Peter.
Oh, that's the other way. Worrying about Fred?
I was just thinking.
Met him quite a lot lately, haven't you?
4 times. I shan't see him at all this week while we're on night shift.
What about the concert on Sunday?
It's Tuesday now.
You have got it badly, haven't you?
I don't know. That one was nearer.
That?
Sure. Also going to be neutral.
Number 4 stall, well away this end. Fire spreading to number 3.
Number 4 store, sir.
Does that sound like you?
Go fighters.
That's it.
You're on Jerry's tail, all right?
Okay, buzz 'em.
Here's the old colonel.
The tea after all that lot. Me too.
Finish again. Quickly.
Hello, control room. Number 3 shop okay. No hits, no damage, no casualties.
I can't think where he's got to. 7 o'clock, he said.
It's 10 past. I think I'll go on in. I shouldn't hang about here too long. He's got his own ticket, you know.
I know, but I think I'll wait a few minutes.
All right.
No sign of him. I can't think what's happened. Why don't you phone him? Do you think I should?
I would.
Perhaps he's had an accident.
Gosh, I wish I was in love. Phone him, you silly kid.
Oh, Todd?
Go on.
Yes, please, Sergeant Blake. Hello, is that you, Fred?
You, Celia.
Why couldn't you come tonight? What's happened?
Didn't you get my message? Yes, I left one for you at the hostel. No, nothing's happened. I just couldn't, that's all. No, I'm all right. Nothing's wrong, but...
Then why can't you tell me? I just want to know, that's all, Fred. At least you might tell me something.
Oh, I can't. Oh, because I can't, that's all. What do you mean, someone else? You know very well
You talk as if I'd done something wrong. Well, whose fault is it, then?
Oh, it's no use, Celia. Why did you have to ring up here anyway?
If it comes to that, I wish I hadn't rung you. Good night. Hello, Fred? He's still
I wish you'd make up your mind whether you're with us or not, please.
What happened? Nothing.
Come along, hurry up.
Goodbye, Harry. Thanks for the party.
Goodbye, Jenny. Be good.
Oh, it's you.
Ah, it's me.
Seems to be room for one.
I nearly missed him. Phew. What a night. I'll have a head like a tank in the morning. I do hope it doesn't affect my work.
It won't.
Well, I suppose you don't approve.
What of?
The girl going on the loose.
By loose, I take it you mean tied.
Of course, if the worst came to the worst, you could always carry her home.
Once is enough.
Oh, come on, Celia. Pull yourself together. Smile, for goodness sake.
Town and not a pot of face cream in the face. As for lipstick, they just laughed in my face.
We tried that little shop just off Broad Street.
You mean the one on the right, next to Greenfield?
Celia! Celia, I want a word with you.
Well, what is it?
I've got something to tell you.
Yes?
Well, can't we go somewhere where we won't be interrupted?
Why? Can't possibly see what you have to tell me that you can't tell me here.
Perhaps I shouldn't have come at all if that's the way you're going to look at it.
Where do you want to go?
Well, I thought we could maybe go on the bike to some pub in the country.
What do you want to go there for?
Somewhere quiet.
All right. Please yourself.
Ooh, must be a camp around here.
Make up your mind, chum. You coming in or not?
What do you say?
Perhaps we could find a corner.
Okay. What'll you have?
White and Noah. Shandy?
I think I'll have something a wee bit stronger. A shandy and a scotch, please.
Hello, sweetheart. On your own? Oh, not French, mate.
That's the army all over. Cheerio.
Cheerio. Well?
Well, you know, the other evening. Well, it was like this. Our squadron were going in ops over Germany, and me being new, they put me down with one of the standby crews.
Why didn't you tell me that on the phone?
I'm not allowed to, you know that.
You could have hinted. Said you might be going on a long journey or something.
Oh, I didn't know what to say, Celia. I was worried. You see, I hadn't been on a trip before, and, well, I was a wee bit strung up. Excitement, I suppose. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Like you are. I thought if I tried to explain, I'd get mixed up, seeing we're not supposed to say anything, and... Well, I thought... Oh, I don't know what I thought, really.
Did you go, Fred?
Yes.
What was it like?
All right. I was thinking of you all the time. Well, coming back anyway. I've been thinking of you ever since, wondering if you'd understand. Do you?
Yes, Fred.
Sure.
Of course, Fred.
That's fine. Not so bad here, is it?
No.
A bit crowded.
Yes.
Wouldn't like to marry me, would you?
Pardon me, pal.
I don't mind.
Hand me that other pint, will you, chum? Okay.
Anytime you say, Fred.
What more can I say?
Catch.
I am getting married on Monday Don't be cross. He's ever so nice. Can you come up? His name is Fred Blake. He's a sergeant gunner in the RAF. Love, Celia.
I told her about men. I warned her time and again. Of course, she'd no alternative, I know that. It's repression, that's what it is. There's only one consolation. It's got me special leave.
Still struggling with the coupons?
And I hadn't allowed for a spare set of underwear. Or the pink blouse I saw in Greenfields. Or a night dress.
Well, take my advice and put the night dress first. After all, that's what counts.
Well, when my cousin got married, she didn't...
We don't want to hear about your disgusting cousin. Cross out the walking shoes and put down the night dress.
What about the spare set of underwear?
Well, he's only got 48 hours leave, you know.
Well, I've got a pale blue lace set that doesn't fit me. You can have those if you like, Celia.
What? That set you showed me the other day?
Yes, what's wrong with them?
Well, I don't know. You'd never dare wear them, Celia.
Get away with you.
And some utility wedding cake. Oh, stop it, Gas. Oh, you mustn't do that. Dad's watching.
No, my youngest daughter. The eldest one married a riveter from the... Thanks very much. A riveter from a Tyneside shipyard. I wonder what it got.
Oh, everyone's kissed the bride. Why not the bridegroom? My wife won't let me. Okay, come on.
You haven't much time for your train.
How are you going to get into Eastgate? It's in the defence area.
Oh, I see you managed to get us a pass.
You better start saying goodbye, kids.
Suppose we're off. Come on, Fred. I got to go now. My sister's just off. Goodbye, Phil.
Goodbye, dear. Give my love to Mrs. B.
I will.
She's all yours now, Fred.
So you're off now, eh?
That's right.
It's not the kind of wedding I'd like to have given you.
I wouldn't have had it any other way. You're not upset, are you?
Not now. Take care of her, my lad. She's just like her mother. And her mother was one of the best. Goodbye.
Goodbye, dear.
Cheerio, lad.
Goodbye, Annie. Goodbye, Brenda. See you Wednesday, Celia.
Let us know what it's like. I might have a basin full myself one day.
Hey, Fred! Don't forget everything.
You shouldn't have let them do that, Gwenny. They're now on the bus.
They know anyway. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody, and thanks. Awfully.
Goodbye.
Come on.
Good luck. Couple of nice kids.
Yes, it's not often you see two people so happy.
Not often. You going into stock for this afternoon?
I don't know. Why?
There's a good picture on at the palace.
Is there?
Thought I might take you along.
Thank you, Mr. Forbes.
That is, if you're going that way, nothing better to do.
Oh, Mr. Forbes, I hardly know what to say.
All right, if you don't want to go.
I didn't say that. There must be something in the air this afternoon.
Goodbye, Phil. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye. Goodbye, Gwenny. Thanks. Goodbye.
Right.
Remember old Partington? What fellow who used to have all those rubber plantations in Malaya?
That's right. Don't you remember? I told you I saw him once standing in a third-class corridor eating spam sandwiches. Well, we're doing it now, old boy.
No, these are sardine paste.
Are they? Oh, see what you mean.
Say, Vic, you get a cigarette.
Morning, again.
You don't look very comfortable, Celia.
I'm all right, Fred. Shan't be long now.
Seems as if we've been on this train since Christmas. This South Coast of yours had better be good.
Oh, I expect it's changed, Fred. This time of the year before the war, you couldn't move on the beach.
Absolutely packed. You've never seen so many people in your life. I don't recognize it. I don't really.
Covered in landmines, I expect. Where's Mrs. Blythe's place?
Well, it's a bit of a way, Fred. It's up past the pier.
Oh, we'd better get moving then.
Wellingtons.
This is it, Fred.
Evening, chum.
Evening. That's them.
Oh, bless you. So you're here at last. How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, thanks, Mrs. B. This is Fred.
Well, Fred, I'm pleased to meet you. You're a very lucky young man.
I knows that. Don't you, Fred?
Of course.
This is Sam, and that's Alf down there. I've got the army billeted on me, you see. I've lost Emmy, you know.
Really?
They wanted to put her in the ATS, but she took an offer from the Southern Railway instead. She's a lady porter at Chichester now. You won't be allowed out after 10:30. You know that, don't you? The front's all barricaded off.
Well, that's all right. Don't expect we should want to go out much after blackout.
Have you finished those taters, Sam?
Very near, Ma.
You want to be unpacking, my dear. The quartermaster sergeant's given you his room, the middle room on the first floor. It's the best room in the house.
Would be if the quarter bloke's got it.
Well, it's very nice of him to give it up.
You know the way, don't you, dear?
Yes, of course. You got everything, Fred?
Careful of them floorboards around the wardrobe. I put a bit of extra polish on them special.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
See you later, then.
Yes, dear. He seems a nice boy.
Air gunner.
Honey youngsters, too.
I'm glad they're staying here. I only hope...
What?
Nothing. You get on with the potatoes.
Yes, Ma.
Blackout hasn't been done, chum.
Thank you.
Do you think those soldiers knew?
Oh, I don't know. Don't care much.
Neither do I.
You have a good time?
Yes, thanks. That underwear fitted me beautifully.
Did he like it? You are a funny kid. Of course he did. Where are you going to live?
Fred's trying to find a room near his station.
Well, so long as you don't have to live with his mother.
Remember to bring the chewing gum, Fred.
Of course.
What's the time?
7:45.
Oh, I think I'll have another 5 minutes.
Why not? You always do. I wish to hell Florrie had stopped playing that record morning after morning, the same old tune. The RAF Holdsworth on the phone for Mrs. Blake.
What's that?
The RAF want you. Come on, quick.
Oh, Gwen. Hello. Who is it?
It's me, of course.
What do you want to worry me like that for, Fred? You know right. Why didn't you say it was you?
Oh, that was the exchange, Celia. They've got to get through.
What do you ring me for? You have? Where? What sort of a room? Furnished? Oh, good. Well, I'll be over directly. I've dressed. Oh, of course I do. You know that. Lots and lots and lots.
Yes, well, it's the best room I've got left. If your husband hadn't nipped in quick, I'd have let it elsewhere. The old town's packed out for the Air Force. There's such a run on things. I don't know what to do, I'm sure. Can't do your breakfast, you know.
Yes, I told Mrs. Blake.
No, it'll have to be do for yourself all round. There's a slot meter and a gas ring, but you'll have to bring your own clocks.
I think we'll manage.
The bathroom upstairs. Geezer's broke, but the hot tap's all right. Well, I'll have to leave you now. Fishmongers are expecting a bit of skate. I don't want to be right at the back of the queue.
She didn't say there's a war on. That's something. Not exactly ideal, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Wait till I've finished with it and given it a real spring clean. And we've got some of our own things in it. Don't think much of this. I wonder if Dad'll give us the table out of the drawing room. The curtains want cleaning. Room could do with a little air, too. When can we move in, Fred? Tomorrow?
I've got my sleeping out pass for the day after.
All right. Oh, a pity we can't change wallpaper.
Yes.
Just won't have to look at it, I suppose.
Don't expect I'll want too much, Mrs. Blake. Never mind. One of these days when it's all over, we'll have a house of our own. Then we'll show 'em.
Yes, we will, won't we?
And if I get my old job back in the insurance, I was earning just in £4 a week.
£4?
Well, things were cheaper then. Besides, I was only 20. I'll be older when this war's over. Say, 25. But then I should be making about £5 a week with any luck. Sterling's going in daylight ops, I expect. We could manage a small house and £5 a week. I remember there's some wee places just outside Glasgow, on a hill overlooking the fields. You're not listening?
Oh, yes, I am, Fred. He said we could manage a small house on £5 a week after the war.
Well, I might ask for 6.
Why not?
Oh, it's a Scots insurance company.
Tell him you've got a wife and children to support.
Children?
Well, you will have.
When?
When the war's over, of course.
Oh. How many?
2.
What sort?
Boy and a girl.
Sure? It doesn't always turn out the way you want it, you know.
Well, this will.
All right.
Fred.
What?
So happy.
We're always going to be happy.
Every extra part you turn out means just that many extra bombers to drop just those many extra tons of bombs on some German factory. You know as well as I do. It's right here in this factory that we deliver the goods, which enable the RAF to deliver the goods, which stops Jerry from delivering his. So come, let's make a proper go of it this week. Put a jerk in it, chums.
Now, this is Blake.
Very well, thanks. Did you get home all right last night, Charlie? Must have been about 1:30 before I got to bed.
I remind you, young woman, we're expected to reach a record output this week.
Young woman?
Miss Knowles, then. So see you do your best towards it.
Mrs. Blake, Miss Hodge wants you in the office.
Is it about the clothing coupons?
I don't know, I'm sure.
Miss Hodge wants me?
Yes. Will you go in? You wanted me, Miss Hodge?
Yes, dear. Mrs. Blake.
Yes? What is it?
A glass of water, quick, please.
Gwen. Celia's had bad news. You better knock off and take her home. Get somebody to take your place.
When did it happen?
Last night over Germany.
The towns and villages look very small, don't they? Although you can't see the people, yet you know they're there.
All the troubles and things that mean so much to them, like birth, life, death. Somehow they just don't come into the picture.
That's just escapism.
You must escape sometimes. I'm glad Fred and Celia got married when they did. Some people think too long about it.
Some people have got sense. Take you and me, for instance. Supposing we got tied up. Have you ever thought of that?
Did cross my mind.
Not a scrap of use.
You seem very certain of it.
You can't cook or sew. I doubt if you can even knit. You know nothing about life, not what I call life. You're still only a moderate hand on a milling machine, and if you had to fend for yourself in the midst of plenty, you'd die of starvation. Those are only your bad points. I'm not saying you haven't got any good ones.
You're mighty generous, Mr. Forbes. As for you, you've no looks. You're old-fashioned, morbidly suspicious, dull, and your pipe makes horrible bubbly noises.
With precious little in common.
Practically nothing.
Well, that's nothing to do with it. If that was all, I might take a chance.
Are you thinking of my parents?
Partly.
Because I can handle them. Anyway, they'd approve of you.
Well, would I approve of them? I doubt it.
You know, Charlie, when it comes to pride, you're worse than a blue-blooded grandee.
Perhaps I've more to be proud of. The world's roughly made up of two kinds of people. You're one sort and I'm the other. Over together now, there's a war and we need to be. What's going to happen when it's over? Shall we go on like this, or are we going to slide back? That's what I want to know. I'm not marrying you, Jenny, till I'm sure. I'm turning you down without even asking you. Do you understand?
Aye.